The following program is paid for by the Griffin Law Firm.
If you've been hurt on the job and you are expecting the adjuster to help you, you're going to be very disappointed. Today, we're going to talk about all the problems that you are going to face if you don't get the right attorney. We're going to give you answers. We're going to tell you what you need to know. But most important, about the cash you deserve. Payne Law starts now. Welcome to Payne Law. I'm Mo Ivory and I'm joined by attorney Richard Griffin. We're going to talk about workers' compensation today. When you are injured on the job, what do you do? What is the first thing a person should do once they are injured on the job?
The first thing you need to do is you need to let your employer know. You've got to let them know within 30 days that you're injured, you were hurt on the job, and that you need medical treatment. That's the kind of thing that if you don't do, 30 days run by and you may be barred from having a claim. We try to get involved as quickly as possible because there are a lot of deadlines and a lot of things that you need to do right from the beginning. The sooner you get help, the sooner we can help you. And those are deadlines you can't do anything about if they pass. Now, the first big problem people have is they expect the adjuster to help them. They say, hey, what do I do? Which doctor do I go to? What are my rights? Those are the things that the adjuster just doesn't do for you. You know, it's very disappointing. People are always expecting that, but they don't get it. Now, when you call us, we're going to let you know your rights. We're going to let you know which doctors, we're going to make sure the panel is valid. We're going to make sure that you pick the right doctors because some doctors are better than others for your type of injury.
Sure. So in workers' compensation, notice and treatment are very important. And we're going to show you exactly what a client that called Payne Law got from doing that.
Prior to hiring the Griffin firm, I was scared and confused. I was in a lot of pain. I didn't know what was going to come the next day. After hiring the firm, my life turned around inside of 72 hours. Immediately, I started getting the care that I needed. My medications were starting to get filled as the doctors had required. I immediately got an MRI and a CAT scan and a discogram. Immediately, they made certain that I was getting the care that was due me.
Wow. I mean, that is, I guess he's glad he picked up the phone and called 877 Law, because imagine trying to deal with that treatment issue all on your own. It seemed like that's what he was doing.
Well, the thing is, a good attorney is going to listen to the client. And that gentleman, he was in pain, he needed help. The doctors had a list of things, a MRI, a discogram, an epidural, all these things that he needed. Now, some attorneys just put that aside and don't really address it. They're so worried about getting a settlement that they ignore fighting for each one of those medical recommendations that he so badly needed. We listened to him. We went to fight for him, and we got all of those things that the doctors were recommending inside of 72 hours. So we made a huge difference for him.
How does a client know if those workers' comp doctors, those panels of doctors, if they're fair?
Well, the first thing is we're going to see if the panel is valid. If it doesn't have 6 doctors, if it doesn't have, if it has more than 2 industrial clinics, or if it doesn't have an orthopedic surgeon, it's invalid, and we can help you pick a doctor of your choice. If it is valid, you are going to need to pick a doctor off that list, and we can help you make sure you pick the fair doctor, the one that's going to really address your needs. Now, don't be surprised. Everyone feels like these workers' comp doctors are not looking after them. It's a very frustrating thing. And a lot of times they are under pressure from the adjuster to not do things that they should. We're there to fight for you. And we can do other things. We can get you, and we use an independent medical examination to go to a doctor of your choice. We can do a motion for a change of physician. There are things we can do to make a huge difference in the medical treatment that you need to make sure you get everything that you need. Getting the adjuster to do the right thing and to authorize and pay for all that is going to also move the case a lot closer to a fair settlement.
That is why it is so important, Richard. We've been talking about this, that you get an attorney that is experienced and has a specialty in workers' comp, has a specialty in personal injury. You want to call 1-877 Pain Law. That's again 877 Pain Law. If you want to find out more information about workers' comp, or even if you want to try to figure out how much money would I get, you can go online to 877painlaw.com. They have a calculator that will start to give you some idea of what your case is worth, but most important, you will be in contact with an experienced attorney that will be able to help you and move your case forward in a way that is good for you, money-wise and for your health.
That's right.
Because the treatment is what is so important. And they've dealt with the doctors before. They've dealt with the people that are going to be the ones that help build the case so that you can end up with the settlement that you deserved. You have to pick an attorney that is right. It's not just about having an attorney. It's about having the right attorney.
And it doesn't cost anything to call. We will answer those questions that you have. You can use the settlement calculator. You can go to the website. We have the chat feature so that you're always going to be able to get the questions answered. But don't be afraid to reach out for help. We are here to help you. We're glad to do so. We've focused on workers' comp for 20 years. We go to bat for you. We just need the opportunity to talk to you about your case and explain how we can help.
And we're going to tell you more about it. We'll be back.
After a car accident, you're faced with many difficult decisions. How can you get the medical treatment or even surgery you need? 877 Pain Law can help. How can you pay your bills when you're too injured to work? 877 Pain Law can help. How can you get the settlement that you need and deserve? 877 Pain Law is the answer. I'm attorney Richard Griffin of the Griffin Law Firm. Call me right now at 877 Pain Law so I can talk to you personally and explain how we can make all the difference in your case. I'm attorney Richard Griffin, the legal expert and co-host of the Pain Law Show. How much is my case worth? This is the #1 question asked by people injured at work or in a car accident. Now you can find out for yourself by using our new settlement calculator at 877painlaw.com. Now, knowing the projected settlement value gives you a goal. Hiring our experienced injury attorneys will help you get there. Call the Griffin Law Firm today at 877-PAIN-LAW or visit us at 877painlaw.com to find out how we can make all the difference in your case.